Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power, peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. Video breakdown. Video breakdown. Oh, video breakdown time on a Sunday. The sun is shining. It's humid. It's hot. People are at church. Yes, it is. People are at church. Video breakdown. Yes, Kev. It's time to have some fun. Stay hydrated. Come on, Mr. Mac. You know what I say. Drink your water. Drink your teas. Drink it all. Be right and exact. But it's video breakdown time. And we getting to it. I got to do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Peace, divine. I gotta do it. Going back to my homeland. Yes. East New York, Brooklyn. Where you at? 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 East New York, stand up. East New York, stand up. Fatboys, one of the most iconic, legendary, pioneering hip-hop groups of all time. The homies, yes. But we gotta break down the video. Yes, we do. We got to break down fat boys. Fat boys. Gotta break it down, do we not? Anybody can get it. You already know. Anybody and everybody is going to get it on video breakdown. Yes, we got to get them. We got to get them. When we looking at these old videos, these classic videos, yo, we got to do it. Nah, LG, I ain't going to do this. Nah, not from Crush Groove because, of course, we know that was part of a movie. So, not too much input they had on that. Nah. But Fat Boys, oh, we got to give it to them. We got to give it to them. We got to give it to them. Now, I don't know. So we can't give them full responsibility because, again, they were young. Again, in that youth, we may not have a lot of creative control early on in the industry. We know that for a fact. And what you didn't know, what you may have missed, though I've said it several times, I was in school with them. Prince Markie D. We spent the whole, that was damn near whole half of the end of the year in the same class because he was best friends with my cousin Will Curry. And legend has it that they wanted Will to be part of the group. He wanted Will to be a fat boy. That was Will's best friend. If you ever been on my Facebook page and you go to my photos and I tag Will Curry in when we was graduating from George Gershwin Junior High School 166, you'll see a family picture with me, my sister, my moms, my pops, my cousin Will, his mom, his pops, and my cousin got on shades. He got on shades, and you can tell they were not shades that a kid would wear graduating out of junior high school. He had shades because the night before, well, the day before, somebody was bothering, really trying to take Prince Markie D, may he sleep in peace, sneakers. Either trying to take his Pumas or his Adidas. My cousin Will knuckled up. Got an eye jammy. But, of course, he did his numbers. He did dude dirty, but dude gave him a little eye jammy. Will had to wear glasses to graduation. Now, only reason why I was in their classes is I skipped the grade. They're older than me. I skipped the grade, but was playing around in math class, so I had to make up some work. So I was in there while Mark was writing a lot of the rhymes and stuff, and we was at the same table. So I'm telling you firsthand of how this went. Okay? Legendary group. I'm telling you right now, they were kids. I don't even know if they graduated high school or end up getting their GEDs or whatever, because when Mark went to Canarsie to play football, Buffy, the human beatbox, we call him Buff. I called him Buff. I heard his mother call him Buffy, so Buff was what I called him. And Cool Rock Ski. Buff and Cool Rock Ski came to Jeff. We went to Jeff. Mark went to Canarsie. But even in that, okay, after 10th grade, 11th grade, we did not see them in school no more. Took off. From Fatboys, it was a commercial success. Gold, platinum plaques, TV, movies, you name it, they did it. Fly. Solidified stars coming out the gate. But we got to break down the video. We got to break it down. We got to break it down. Now, the opening of the video. We see the little nasty car, right? People gonna call it a classic. People gonna say all type of shit. But first of all, we see Curtis Blow in the whip, the convertible, right? The Roadster. Me, for one, never liked that shit with the white ball tires and all that. Oh, I didn't like it then. I don't like the way people call them shit classic now. They remind me of a time when we was getting our ass kicked and hung. I don't like those cars, but they in it. And of course, you get Curtis Blow, who was at the time, he was who is it now? Everybody modeled after Kurt. What people don't know, Curtis Blow had promotion. He was managing. He was an artist. He was a producer. All that. So he's the prototype. They give it to Russell. They give it to Diddy and all these dudes. Curtis was the dude, but always clowning all the damn time. So he got on this little nasty ass sailor's hat, the skipper's hat, looking like Gilligan, man, from Gilligan's Island, looking like the skipper. Got that shit on with the nasty ass suit. Here, client of yours? Damn, Roach. Tell him to stop playing. You've been playing. Tell him cut it out. Well, anyway, he playing, and we see him, right? They coming through with the white wall shit, looking like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yeah, them cars. I hate them little Chitty Chitty Bang Bang cars. Them shits. And I know for a fact, we in for a rude, funny, hilarious video. Because you see him, he ice grilling, then it pans to the rest. Now, if you really watch, you see that they ain't in the whip. You see Kurt You see Cool Rock, but Prince Markie D, is on the outside, riding on the rim. And you see Buff, and you know that this little nasty roadster might have been a classic. Somebody shit they borrowed, so they can't be speeding, they creeping. Plus the shit might be sitting low, because all four of them is in this shit. Then it stops and they make it appear like they all jumped out. But they didn't. Mark got off, Cool Rock got out. The biggest one, Buff, jumps out. Boom. Oh, shit. And they start coming. That's when you see it. You notice the outfits. So I'm like, hold up. Mark is kind of regular. Cool Rock is kind of regular. But you see Buff. And I'm like, hold on. Buff never looked like that. In school, nothing. Always Buff. Chubby. You know, chubbier than most of us were. Or wasn't obese. Chubby. Husky. You know what I'm saying? Why he got on this ripped up denim vest with the t-shirt is mad young. And you see his belly, and then you zoom in on the jean shorts. I'm like, okay, now I know. Back then I didn't. I see the knees out. I see the knees out, and then I see on the right leg, it's a split. Now, we all wore jean shorts, all of us. We all wore denim when we were kids. Come on, we wore denim. Some may have had a slit in the side. You know, we used to wear them flare bottoms back in the days. We had the Lees, the Wranglers. You know what I'm saying? The old timers used to wear the flare bottoms. You know, and that's when we used to starch our jeans and shit. So the flare, starch, you see the tall dudes walking. You're like, damn, he cool, big afro, starch jeans and shit. Come summertime, ain't nobody got no bread to be buying those shorts. If it didn't fit, mom said, get the scissor. You got the crooked teeth scissor to make it frail on the... But he had the split. Like, why is the split there? The cutoff is cool, but the split and the young ass t-shirt, nobody was wearing young t-shirts back then. I don't care how big you were. You ain't see nobody belly hanging out, okay? So his belly hanging out, he got the vest on. He looking real wild. All right? He looking wild. Oh, man. Got to see where they going with this. And then it go flash right back to Curtis Blow in his little tight suit with the skipper-ass hat, dancing, clowning. For us, we thought the Disco 3 was all that because we watched Buff do this. In the hallways, in school, if Buff is on the ground floor, you can hear that shit on the fourth floor. You knew Buff was down there beatboxing. So Disco 3 was serious for us in school, in the park jams, wherever. What's with the Fatboys shit? Because they wasn't fat. They were not fat at all. Buff was chubby, husky, portly even. Wasn't fat. Markie D damn sure wasn't fat. You don't know. I'm telling y'all now, Markie D was nice in football. Nice. So was Cool Rock. And Cool Rock's family. His family, all of his family, all the men in his family were brolic. Brolic. We all learned to work out that early on, late 70s, early 80s, watching Big Country, and they were brolic. So Cool Rock wasn't fat. So now we already know some bullshit in the games because Disco 3 turned into Fatboys. Quick. Wasn't fat. Now Mark got away with calling themselves the Fatboys because his head right here, woo! That shit was like enormous. Like enormous. Like the football helmet struggled. Because the shit was just brown. Brolic shit. The big face. That's what got him. He wasn't fat. You can see in the video, slim. One fat. Just had a big ass head. Like, damn. Even for, you don't see Puerto Ricans with big ass heads like that. If they do, they call them the cabeza. Like large shit. Like, he had one, like a Korean. Y'all know. For years, the Koreans been in our communities, in our stores. And you ain't never seen them. I don't care if it's 20 below and snow on the ground. You never ever seen no Korean with no hat on, with no scully. Not the men, not the women, not the kids. Them shit was brolic. I never seen Mr. Lee or Miss Lee with no hat, with no scully, nothing. Them shits be big. They ain't had no wool cap to fit that. They sell them shits to us. Yeah, you could get the dollar caps, the scullies and shit. They ain't never wear them shits. Mark had one of them big ass shit. Like, God damn, Mark. So that's why he got around that shit. Well, y'all can say, oh, he was big. Nah, he wasn't big. But we ran with it. So you see that. And he come out. Boom. And they running, coming. They go into the beach house. They come out. Boom. What's up? Then we went to the beach. We all went to Rockaway Beach. You see the little green line bus going through and all that. To this day, I'm traumatized by the beach. But we see them, they come out. Now they put on their trunks. You see it. Boom. And they go with the intro. 1,000 pounds put all together. Lies. Okay? Lies. 1,000 pounds put all together. All together? Them dudes wasn't even 600 pounds. Sorry to inform y'all. They wasn't even 600 pounds. I'ma keep it a buck. I doubt if Buff was 200 back then. Highly doubt it. I know Mark wasn't, no Cool Rock. They probably was about 165, maybe 180 the most at that video. In high school at that time. No 1,000 pounds. But we ran with it. We ran with it. We ran with it. Did we not? Did we not run with it? Why? Because we know Mark couldn't fit no hat. You see the little nasty headband he had on. Come on now. Come on. That little nasty headband was struggling. That shit was getting ready to pop off. See, he ain't had no visor. Had a headband. And then they start rocking, you see it? And then you see the little nasty choreography. I don't know who tried to put that together, but it was some kick step shit that, he was trying to kick step in the sand. And Cool Rock ain't no dancer, neither was Buff. What y'all doing? But we gonna run with it. They try to do kick step and try to point, right? That Temptation point kick step shit, Markie D. Y'all know the song. Markie D, but you can call me the Prince. Right? He come in. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. Wasn't no gimmick because Mark and Cool Rock pen was nasty. They got hits. I'm telling you, one of the top selling commercial hip-hop acts of that era. They was on par with Run DMC, with Houdini. That's why they was always on tour. Okay? Pen. Because it's pen. Markie, then you can call me the Prince. And I had a little problem ever since, right? I was a child, so yeah, I was 8, right? Did he not say it? Y'all heard him, right? But they kick-stepping, right? I see Buff, you can see the thigh because he got that split in the jean shorts. Boom, boom, right? Boom, boom. Listen to the fresh sounds of the Disco 3, ha ha. And then Buff, boom, 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 boom. And you see him giving praise to the wise chips. Ha 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 ha. But you looking in the back and you see the good humor sign. So I'm like, oh, hold up. We know the rumor back in the days, good humor was poisoning folk. Hold on. Buff doing. With good humor, we don't mess with the good humor man in the hood. But we roll with it. Because it was East New York, it was Brooklyn. We roll with these, the homies. We cheering them on. Boom, boom. Okay? Right? And we listening to more. I devour plate, cake, candles, and all. Plate, cake, candles, and all. For breakfast, it was juice, 5 pounds of bacon. And halfway through, my tummy started shaking. Toast on the side, toast on the side, toast on the side, 5 gallons of juice. And that was just for breakfast when I started to get loose. Woo! But as he's saying this, he's laying on the beach. He don't look like he weigh $140. So where's all this food going? We rock with it though, cause that's our man. But they lying. 5 pounds of bacon? Ain't nobody had that shit in their house in the hood. 5 pounds of bacon? That was a stretch, but we went for it. We went for it. Wasn't in my house. I know we ain't never had no 5 pounds of bacon. Ever. When I was eating beef, we was eating beef. I was a heavy steak and beef eater and bacon. My pops are, but it's too much other stuff. You gotta have chicken, you gotta have fish, you gotta have vegetables. Bacon, that was a luxury in some cribs. You have more sausage than 5 pounds of bacon in your crib? That was a stretch. But we went for it. And they're kicking and dancing in the sand. He stretched back, and now the girls on the beach. Boys, you know it down by law. All Euros on the beach. Okay? You see 2 little black chicks, but they never put the camera up on them. You could see it in the distance, but all Euros. Boys, down by law. All right. Fat boys. Here we go. Cool Rock. Last part is ski. Captain Rocker, Disco 3. I got pizzazz, style and grace, just one slight problem, I'm a little overweight. Got chubby cheeks, you wasn't overweight, but we're gonna run with it. We're gonna run with it. Just one slight problem, I'm a little overweight, but my walk is funky. Okay, because Cool Rock was that dude. I'm telling you, if you ever get anybody that's gonna do a historical doc on East New York and anything that has to do with us in hip hop and who Cool Rock and his family were, Stars before he even, listen, everybody knew them. The family, heavy ingrained in the East. Stars. But he got one slight problem. He's a little overweight. Now, here's where it gets a little weird. Okay? Because when they doing that and you going back and forth, before they come in, you see him and Buff eating some kind of links with their bare hand in the sand. Wasn't Frank's, wasn't hot dogs, because it was so thin. So some kind of meat, sausage, some kind of bare hand in the sand. Eating. They don't do that. I know for a fact ain't nobody eating no meat in the sand on the beach. Your mom slap shit out of you. No bread, no bun, no roll, no nothing. No Wonder Bread, just meat. Link, where you get it from? They ain't had no cooler to hold that. Okay? Never ever. Never ever. Just eating. Trying to make them look fat and make them look. They weren't big and hungry like that. Alright, so after he said all this shit, boom, last part of ski, he going. Then he does the ultimate. And every time I touch a girl, they always yell, stop. Every time I touch a girl, they always yell, stop. And he think it's funny, and slap his hand. Yeah. You ain't supposed to be touching no girls, man. You going to jail. They supposed to yell stop. It wasn't just you because you was chubby or fat. Everybody. And you touched a girl in the early to mid 80s. You was about to get your head knocked off. I don't care if you was the flyest don out there. You pinch your little hiney, you got slapped. Girls wasn't having it back then. What? Lotus Queen. Am I lying? How many? And that's how I know how hard all them girls used to hit. Lotus Queen. Somebody touched your bubblegum jeans. What happened? Always on and popping. They chasing your ass around the schoolyard all day. You're like, damn, that shit was at 11 o'clock during gym. It's 5 o'clock while I'm still running from you. Really? It was over. I didn't even get a good squeeze or nothing. I just barely fanned through it. I little barely touched it. You getting your head knocked off. So all that, you told me every time I touch a girl, they always yell, stop. Yeah, stop. Because that's how y'all got to the next video in jail. It wasn't because you ate nothing. You touched that girl in the Fatboys video, they put your ass in jail. That's what happened. All right? All right, so now you know. Now that you're about 50, you know why she says, stop. That's how we had it. This new age shit, I don't know. You going in, you just like a picture on Instagram. Damn, she moved you in the crib. You couldn't do none of that shit when we was coming up. You ain't touching nobody butt, nobody breast, none of that. You was getting your head. Listen, you better be the fastest cat in the hood. Touch somebody's butt. And boy, you better be able to run faster than that girl. And once you touch their butt, they get extra fast. Oh, man, they get, damn, she came up out of them jellies faster than them. You running. Because if you got caught, you was getting whooped out. Can't tell nobody, can't hit her back. You touch her for. So, but we rock with it, Cool Rock. We rocked with it. All right? You laughed at her, but your ass was going to jail. And I hope, for some reason, she don't watch the video. Damn it, she might try to Bill Cosby you. I don't know. I hope the actress ain't had no hard feelings. Because you was chuckling. got class. That's right, ladies. I'm a little overweight, but I'll pass, huh? I'm like glass. Yeah, I'm easy to break. Woo, you heard the boss? Just do the right thing, right? Oh, man. But you see them at the table, and now you're starting to see them playing with the pizza. Now, we know how we eat a New York pizza, right? That corner. Fold it, bite. Oh, make sure you got the nice little fold. They had fun doing this video. Because there wasn't nobody parents there. I could see that. Because somebody's parents might not have understood the way they was playing with that pizza. And they would have got their ass whooped. Because Buff was doing too much with that pizza, and so was Mark. He'd take a bite, throw the shit down. Take a bite, throw. But then now they playing. Buff was playing a little bit too much, and it gets scary again because he's making his way to the little counter. And you're like, oh shit. He a little agile for his size, but he ain't that agile. He got up on the counter. He said, hold on, big boy. And he said, now you heard my word, right? And he going. Beat cold facts. Beat cold facts will rock the spot. What'd he say? Party people rock on to the human beatbox. Here we go. We all heard it before. We heard it in the jams. We heard it in school. We heard it in the game rooms, in the arcades. We heard it all. We know Buff getting ready going. We heard the song. This is our shit. Now you got an ice cream cone. And I get it. He's supposed to be Fatboys, but he got the ice cream cone and he grabbed the cone by the ice cream. I know if my mama was there, she'd slap fire out of him. I know that for a fact. I know. 89.3% of the mamas and grandmamas in the project would have whooped that ass. They see him grab that ice cream cone by the ice cream. And then he just start booing. And he going. I'm like, this boom. So we rocking because that's our boy. Oh, Buff, get ready to do it, yo. Then it get real scary for me. Don't know who wrote this in the script. Don't know who told him to do it. Don't know why. He puts the ice cream on his face. What part of the game is that? If you're fat, you won't eat the ice cream and the cone. And like Mark said, plate, cakes, candles, and all. But he put the ice cream on his face. And I'm like, now, what is this ice cream going to do? Because that ain't lotion. That shit ain't going to dissolve into the skin. That shit ain't going nowhere. Right there. And he just a rocking. And everybody rocking and everybody jamming in the video. And he got this ice cream. And it's not only on the cheek. He just put it all on his face. Ice cream face. And I'm like, you at the beach, homie? What is you getting ready to do? Ice cream all on your face. I'm like, that to me ain't even funny no more. He just shifted my energy because I know. Ooh, the beating with the leather belt that I would have got for putting some ice cream on my face. Oh man, I was like, damn, Buff gonna get a beating. Yeah. Because that ice cream won't be on his face all night. After after the video, wherever they take him, when they get home, he gonna have ice cream on his face. Now, I'm even more terrified and traumatized because I know what I hated about the beach. When I was that young or younger, I had to be much younger because I don't even remember going back. My whole middle school year, this is when I was in elementary school, and they made me go to the beach with my Aunt Phyllis. My Aunt Phyllis. Phyllis Cephas. My Aunt Phyllis. Cypress Hills. My Aunt Phyllis Cephas used to take all the Muslim kids to the beach. My Aunt Phyllis, my Aunt Ernestine, and her family, the Lawtons, the Cephas family, and just me and my sister. Because we was the only two. Everybody else had 5 or 6 siblings, and Aunt Phyllis would take all of us to the beach when it was about $1 outside, and I hate the heat to this day, and we would sit on the beach, and I wouldn't be going in that water. I'm mad because I got sand in my shoes and sand on my knees, and I'm dry and ashy, and the sand is burning, and they'll say it's lunchtime. And she packed tuna sandwiches. And every time the sandwich got to me, it got sand in the goddamn tuna fish. So I'm biting the tuna and sand is on this shit. And you can't see the sand, so I'm like, where the fuck it come from? Because I ain't go nowhere. I sat in this spot right here. So my hands ain't sandy. And I'm eating that shit, and the sand is in my mouth, and got tuna in the shit. I'm like, ugh, I don't like this shit. And as soon as I got old enough to say, I don't want to go to the beach, I ain't go to the beach from elementary school to goddamn Freaknik and all that other shit they used to do in Jones Beach. And that's when I could wear Timbs on that shit. I hate the sand and the beach. Hated it. So I'm looking at Buff put this goddamn ice cream on his face. And I know they're at the beach. And I'm like, oh man, he gonna be sticky for about 3 weeks. Because that's what it took. That's how long it took for me to get the sand out my sneakers. 3 weeks. So I'm like, damn, Buff gonna have ice cream on his face for 3 weeks. I ain't gonna see him in school. He going to school, he gonna come back to school with ice cream on his face? Because you can't rub ice cream in your face. It ain't going nowhere. I don't care if you're the human beatbox or not. I'm like, why he got ice cream? Why he doing that? And he did it from that point all the way to the end of the video. He rocking, and killing it. Our favorite song. Our favorite, that song cemented East New York. That shit cemented us. We're bona fide stars with that song. We had Jimmy Spicer. Yes. Fatboys, that was us. That was our classmates. What, you crazy? So he rocking and we rocking with the video, but I'm, to this day, the ice cream on the face tormented me. Right now, calling them Fatboys tormented me right to this day. Because I knew they weren't fat. I knew that for a fact. And I knew that they weren't supposed to have no goddamn ice cream on their face. I knew it. So I don't know who wrote that shit in the script. I don't know who wrote it in the script. But I ain't jacking it. But it was iconic. It was iconic. And it pushed them to the next level. Really wasn't too much levels they could go. They were bona fide stars out the gate. Any song that they made back then to this very day can bang on the radio, bang in a club, bang on the street. From Fatboys to In Jail to Can You Feel It to Stick 'em. Anyone, production-wise, lyric-wise, bona fide stars. Nah, get that wipeout shit out of here. Nope, LG, we ain't jacking that. To this very day, I saw a group. I love them. But hey, anybody can get it. And that video, yeah, go look at it. And when you go back and watch it, in the comments, tell them Bliz sent you here. Tell them that. Bliz said, I gotta watch this specific piece in the video. I ain't lying. You gonna look at it and be like, what the hell? What? What? Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna front. After that, and after In Jail, then yeah, they got fat after that. Yeah, they got real fat after that. Trust and believe. They got fat, all of them. But being true to his family, Kuvakski lost all that, started getting in the gym, and boom! Brolic. I remember he was doing that early on. Now he the one that got DMC into Brolic. Health, all that. So yeah. That's video breakdown. Did I love what movie? What movie? Talk to me, Les. What movie we talking about here? What movie? I don't know what movie you talking about. Crush Groove? Didn't like it. It was alright. What other movie? You talking about what? Disorderlies? Or one of them? Nah. Because again, I understand the acting. I understand, what they was doing, but I never laughed at them because I know them. You know what I'm saying? I know them. And it wasn't no clown. Buff had a lot of fun. Buff was always Buff. But, Mark and them, yeah. Wasn't no clown. Wasn't nobody to laugh at because we loved them. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard to say they only acting. And, once it started to get gimmicky, nah. But I tell you what, if they would have transitioned from, I say from 88, if 88 to 90, if they when Heavy D came in 87, 80, if they would have transitioned and made another joint, if they didn't break up and made another hit, the conversation they would have been solidified because they already made commercial success. Come on, they doing shit with Chubby Checker. Come on, man. I bet nobody wasn't doing no shit like that back then. Nobody. Chubby Checker? Come on. Chubby Checker was the black person who was safe. So you on a whole different scale. I ain't talking about James Brown, who always been gutter and always in it. That's us. James, no hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? You talking Chubby Checker, whole different lane. You talking about doing the twist and all that shit. Like, Fatboys was out of here, man. Like, large, yo. Large. So, that's your video breakdown. When you go watch it, tell them Bliz sent you. Okay? And if I'm lying, you comment in the bottom. I'm telling you, that's what it was. All right? So again, thank y'all for coming through. We're going to have more different class later on. Yeah, more different class later on. We got to speak about beat more. Oh, yeah. So, salute. Rest in peace to the human beatbox. Rest in peace to Prince Markie D. And all love to Kuvak Ski. Salute, salute, salute.